In this video, I'm going to talk about what to look for when deciding on a coaching training. Now, this is very important to decide who you're going to train with, because that person is going to teach you a set of skills. They're hopefully going to help you to break through the things that are holding you back. They're going to teach you a methodology or a system to be able to get clients, hopefully as well. But you want to choose the right training because, it's essentially like if I was learning to drive a car and I had somebody who was teaching me how to drive and they were not very good at driving themselves, or they were not very good at teaching me, then I'm not going to become a good driver myself. So you can see the quality of the students by looking at the quality of the teacher. Now, I've trained about 1,600 people in the coaching industry myself, and after seeing so many people, including quite a number of people, high number of people who have come and retrained with me after doing other coaching trainings or wanting to add my modality on after doing other coaching trainings, basically, I understand there's certain patterns and there's certain things you need to consider when deciding a coaching training. So let's look at the criteria. So the first question you want to ask them is, how many people have you actually personally coached one-on-one? What has been your experience in how many people that you've actually coached one-on-one, and what have you worked with them on? What have you actually solved with them? What have been your results with your one-on-one clients? Can you show me a series of results that you have produced with your one-on-one clients, or explain to me what you've done with them and how many you've served? I will tell you this, if they haven't worked with that many one-on-one clients, or they don't have a good stack of results with a lot of one-on-one clients, then that tells me that they might not have the actual, experience, of actually doing it themselves to be able to show you how to do it. So that's something important to consider. The second question you need to ask this trainer is, what are the results of their students, and what has been their success after doing the training? How many people have they trained, and what has been the results of their students? How many of them are successfully coaching? How many of them have broke through their personal stuff? What did they come for? What are their results? What are the results of these students? And that will tell you about how good they are at getting their students to succeed. The third question is, what are the tools that you are learning to create change, and how effective are they in creating that change? Because if you learn a bunch of tools or techniques that don't really work, and I could, I don't want to say any modalities or things that I feel that are not as effective, right? But I'll tell you this, that if you want to create lasting change, you do need a set of tools that work with the subconscious mind, because the subconscious mind actually controls 90% of your behaviors, and it actually is where your emotions are stored, and all of your behaviors are actually determined by your emotions. All behavior is based in emotions, determined by the emotions that you live in. So you have to learn how to change people's emotions. You have to learn how to change people's behaviors. You have to learn how to actually work with someone's subconscious mind to clear their past, to clear the negative emotions of their past, to clear their past trauma, to be able to remove their limiting beliefs, to be able to remove their fears, to be able to, change strategies. You've got to be able to get rid of procrastination. You've got to be able to help people to get motivated. You've got to help people to, change the way they feel about themselves. You need a good set of tools that create these change that work with the subconscious mind. That's what I recommend. The fourth question is, how many students has that coaching company trained, right? If they've trained 10, then maybe they're still learning the ropes a little bit, right? If they've changed 20, great, right? But generally, the more that they've trained, the better experience they're going to be, the better quality the training is going to be. Now, you could still work with someone that hasn't worked with that many people yet. We've all start from somewhere, right? But generally, it is an important factor to consider, because that means they've definitely got a lot more experience in helping people the more that they have trained. The fifth question is, what is their support like leading up to the training? And what is their support like after the training, right? Because you could sign up to a course and, I've said this, heard this before, where they signed up and they didn't get access to the course until like a week later, right? They asked for support on some of the things, they didn't hear back for a week, take them a week to get a response, right? And that's not what you want when you're learning this stuff. You're working with people's minds. You need good support, right? Leading up to it. You also need good support afterwards, because if they say, oh, it's just do this course online, and then basically, if you have a question, you've got to work it out on your own, or they say the coaching training is good enough that you won't need any support, which is total crap, right? Or they might say, oh, you've only got access to a Facebook group and it takes us a week to get back to you. I don't know. But I just know for us, at least what we offer, or what I believe a coaching training should offer, is they should offer Facebook group support, email support, and phone support if you need, because you are working with people's minds and you will have questions as you work with people when you see things that you haven't done before, right? You're going to see things you haven't worked with before. So you need that support so you know what you're doing. And the better the support that you receive, the better support you will be for your clients, and the better you'll be able to actually get them the best results because of how supported you are. The sixth question is what is the level of caring and commitment that you're getting from that coaching company or that trainer? How much do they actually care that you get the results that you want from this training, right? Generally, you can feel it, how much they are connected to their heart, how passionate they are about it, what is going to be their commitment, what do they say their support is going to be like, how they're going to be interacting with you, that company. This is very important because, that they really have to care about your results. Number 7 would be, you should ask them, how do you know, asking the trainer, that the training that I have done with you or do with you is a good training? How would you know that a training is a good training? How do you evaluate that, right? I believe they should evaluate it by a couple of things. One is, how much are my students enjoying the training, and how engaged are they, right? If they're not engaged, they're not enjoying it. If they're not enjoying it, they're not engaged, right? That's the first thing. The second thing is how competent, right? They should be knowing, how competent are my students getting from this training? How competent are they getting? Are they really mastering the skills of the techniques where they feel certain that they can get results with their clients by using these techniques and charging for them? They have to feel certain that they can, that they actually know what they're doing and how to work with people. The third element is they need to feel, yes, very certain that they can charge for these skills and charge to coach people. They have to feel certain that they can do that. If they don't, there's no way they're going to be able to coach. And the fourth thing I really believe is that you need to be able to know that you're going to get the deep emotional breakthroughs that you really need to transform. You need breakthroughs. You need to change the way you see yourself. You need to change your beliefs. You need to clear your own triggers. You need to clear your own past. You need to heal a relationship with yourself, because you can't take a client to where you haven't been. And if you haven't healed your relationship with your parents or healed relationship with other people in your life, how can you empower your clients to do this? So you definitely need to have that deep inner transformation work. Number 8, the question you should ask them is, do you support me to create a niche, or am I going to have the tools to work with the type of clients that I want to work with? That's very important. If you're working with people to help get rid of an alcohol addiction, you need to know you have a good script to get rid of alcohol addiction. If you want to help people to get rid of weight loss, you need to make sure there's a good script for helping people to do that. So make sure you're getting the scripts in what you need as well. Question number 9 is, what is the trainer's outcome, for doing the training? Why are they doing trainings? Why are they even doing what they're doing, right? And then you should share with them why you're doing what you're doing and see if there's an alignment there. Maybe they're doing trainings because they just, thought it was a good way, to make some money. Or maybe they're doing the trainings because they don't know what else to do with their life. Or maybe they're doing the trainings because they say this is the only thing they know how to do. I don't know, but I like to ask the trainer, why do you do this? Why are you doing this? And you'll hear how deeply connected that trainer is to their purpose about why they are doing it. Number 10 is, you should ask them, will you as a coach be legally covered to work with clients from around the world? That's really important. Some people you do trainings with, there's no legal coverage there. You're not able to get insurance, and you definitely need to be able to get insurance. You need public indemnity insurance and you need public liability insurance. That means no one can sue you if they say, oh, you messed up my mind, like, they can't sue you for that. Or if they were to have, trip on the step on the way into the coaching room, like where you serve them, then you're protected, you can't be sued. So you need that insurance. Number 11, this question that you should ask them, actually it's a series of questions, is you should ask that trainer or that coaching or that training company, what is the onboarding process that you're going to learn to be able to bring in new clients? How are you going to bring in new clients? Now, if you just get one general script or two general scripts to work with your clients and you don't have, for example, I believe you need an introductory session, which is like an initial consultation that allows you to, find out all of the problems of that client in a 1 hour session. I believe you need that, right? So you need an onboarding process for your new clients, right? Then you've got to ask them as well, how much can I charge to work with people? Some training companies will say, oh, you should do pro bono for a year. Now, if you do that, right, you will lower your self-confidence and you will lower your certainty and ability to charge and, actually create a business as a coach. And you definitely lower your certainty as well and your ability to help people, because you will attract less committed people and they will have less energy into change, less energy to change because they've put less energy in. There's no money. Right? So you need to know, how much can I charge? How much can I expect to be charging? Right? That's going to be important. If you do want to become a paid coach, then you've got to ask, how soon can I expect to get paid clients? Some coaching trainings, they want you to do 1 to 2 years of theory and study before you even charge someone to be a client. And this baffles me, because you don't need that long to become a coach. You actually, for me, I have nowhere near that, right? Without selling what I have, but it's an online course plus a series of virtual sessions that are all packed in a short time period just to get you competent. But if you do a 1 to 2 year thing, they play people on their fear that you need this much time. It's bullcrap. It's not, you don't need that long to learn these set of skills, right? So, if you want to take that long to learn this, then do that. Right? But you need to know how long it's going to take before you get paid clients. You also need to ask, am I getting a sales training? Because if you do not learn how to sell your coaching, this will stay on the shelf and it will not be used to get paid clients. You're just going to go, oh, I've got a great set of tools, but I don't know how to sell it. You need to be great at selling, and you need to have some empowering beliefs about money as well, which is just energy. And the last thing is you should ask them is, as part of question 11 is, am I being taught a way to generate leads? If I don't know how to generate coaching client leads, then I'm going to be stuck as well. It's just going to stay on the shelf. So I need a system for that as well. And the last question number 12, you can ask is there any qualification given with this, right? And maybe there is, maybe there isn't, right? Some people are interested in what association am I with or but you've got to know this, that all coaching associations, right, are all created by individuals, and they're all actually used as either a way to, bring in business into their own coaching trainings, or they actually charge you when they are a business. So they're not bodies that are independent or have some benefit, financial benefit to them being run, right? You're always going to find a financial benefit to these organizations being run, right? So the question is, the standards, right, are not determined by the association, right? The standards are determined by who is giving the training, right? And if you do a training with somebody who has high standards, then that makes you credible as a coach, because the standards are good. The standards are good. That means you're going to get great results with your clients. And that's the purpose of any standards. The standards have to get you great results with your clients. Some bodies you could get, I know there's some coaches that, get with certain, they train, they get associated with certain bodies, coaching bodies, and they still are terrible coaches because the standards of that training were not good, or the trainer did not do all these other things, these 12 questions, they did not solve these for that client, and so they still walk out stuck and they got a piece of paper, but they are not getting great results with their clients, or they're not being paid to coach people, which is unfortunate. So that's what I would look for, right? For the standard of the training, what is the quality of the trainer based on these questions? I hope that's helped you. I actually believe this is so valuable. You should share this with people when they're considering a coaching training. If you're interested in what we offer, then please, yes, do reach out to us. Write me an email, write info@lukehawkins.com, or write to you on Instagram @LukeHawkins, or whatever it may be. But I really hope this has helped you to decide whatever the training is that is right for you.